So Mike's taxi charges $2.50 per mile. So taxi charges. Whenever whatever is written in the first line, analyze that and make a note of it so that whenever it is needed to check what was the information, we don't need to go back to the statement itself. So taxi charges are $2.50 per mile. They are saying per mile. Plus a fee to use the taxi service. Plus there is some fee we don't know about. This is what is said in the first line. Then 12-mile trip costs $38.75. So the taxi charges are this for 12-mile trip, right? So taxi charges are this for 12-mile trip. See, for $2.50 are for 1 mile. For 12 miles, how much would it be? What will we do?
Um, 12 miles is 30, wait, 12 miles is $38.75.
No, no. My question is not that. Question is, if for a 1 mile they are charging $2.50 for 12 miles, how much will they charge? How will we calculate? Not the answer. How will we calculate? What will we do? For
Uh,
for 1 miles, the charges are $2.50. For 12 miles, charges are what?
would you divide 12 by 250? Or
It's
250
not
divided by 12?
okay. See, charge the cost of one pencil is $1. Cost of 30 pencils will be what?
30.
$30. Cost of 78 pencils,
$78.
$78. Cost of 1 mile is $2.50. Cost of 50 miles will be what? I don't want the answer, just what will we do?
250 times 50
Yeah. And if it is 98 miles,
times 98.
that's right. That's what we are asking here. If the cost is $2.50 for 1 mile, what is the cost for 12 miles? Per mile cost is $2.50. 12 miles cost is what? Don't want the answer, just what is the procedure?
12 times 250.
Correct. That's right. So 2.5 times 12 plus there is some fee we don't know about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any question in any part of how something came?
No.
Okay. Let me put this aside. Yeah. So over here, what do you think is the fixed fees then? How can we calculate the fixed fee?
Uh,
We just need to calculate it. That's all. Now we can use our calculator. What to do? What will we solve?
they're 250 times 12 plus the fee.
Okay. So out of these two, what is the first thing we will solve? What do we get when we solve it?
30 plus fee. So you would subtract 30 from both sides.
Correct? How much do we get there as the fee?
8.75.
Correct. So the fees that they are charging for using the taxi service is this much. So this is what we interpreted from what was given in these lines. Now, write an equation in the slope point form. So over here, they are clearly giving this in the first line that taxi charges is equal to two and a half times $2, $2.50 per mile plus some fees. So taxi charges is something that will change every time, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can we call them as a variable y?
Yeah.
And $2.50 is always going to be there. Per mile will depend on the mile. Now, can we say mile is x because we know every person is going to travel different miles? Some may travel 12 miles, some may travel 30 miles, some may travel 5 miles. Can we say it is x?
Yeah.
Plus, there is some fee that we calculated. The fee is always this for the taxi service. Now, any question in any part how we made it?
No.
And that's what it was wanted. This is y is equals to mx plus c form or b, whatever intercept we are using. Write an equation in the point slope form. This is what we have written. Any questions in this part?
No.
Okay. Then in the second part, they are saying use your equation to find the cost of a 35-mile trip. Here is our equation. Use this equation to find out the cost of a 35-mile trip.
Wait, but it said write it in point slope form.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. We can do it in point slope form as well. Okay. So for writing this into the point slope form, what can we do? Here.
You can plug in the x and y values.
No, then that will give us the answer, right? We want to write an equation. Point slope form y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Can we say this is y minus 8.75 equal to $2.50 times x minus 0?
Yeah.
That's our point slope form. That's all we wanted, right?
Why would you put -0?
See, they wanted x minus something to be there. There was nothing. So we could put a 0.
Oh.
Mhm. So just basically you can find out the equation. After finding out the equation, you can just shift the other variable and you can say x minus 0. That's also a point. The point is 8.75 and 0, or simply 0 and 8.75. This is this is the y-intercept. Any questions in any part?
No.
Okay. Let's go with the next one. Use your equation to find the cost of a 35-mile trip. So here is our equation. They are telling us cost of 35 miles trip. Now, which thing is representing miles? Is it x or y?
Uh, x.
So x is 35 miles. So we got y minus 8.75 equals to 2.5 times 35 minus 0. Now we just need to solve this whole thing and we can use our calculator for that. How much would be the value for this? Is it coming out to be 87.5?
Yeah.
Now we'll just need to add the 8.75 on both the sides.
I got 96.25.
Yeah. So 96.25 is the taxi charges for a trip of 35 miles. That's what we wanted. Would you like for me to summarize it?
Yeah.
So in this question, they are saying Mike's taxi charges $2.50 per mile plus a fee to use the taxi service. Now we just wrote it down. Taxi charges are 2.5 miles per $2.50 per mile plus some fees. So we wrote down the original equation because this is what is going to give us the main equation. So writing every sentence down, and then a 12-mile trip costs 38.75. So taxi charges are this when the trip is 12 miles. So we just plugged in the values. After solving, we got a fees. So this is a fixed fees of which is the taxi service. Now they are saying write an equation in the point slope form. We already have this. We'll just need to plug in the fixed things. We'll have to plug in the things which vary. For example, the taxi charges will be depending on how many miles someone is traveling. So we considered that miles is representing x, is represented by x, and taxi charges represented by y. So now we wanted in point slope form, which is this form. So y minus y1, there was something that we just brought it to the other side. With x, there was nothing. So we wrote just x minus 0. And we got this point slope form with this as the point, and the slope is 2.50. After that, they said in the question, use your equation to find the cost of 35-mile trip. 35 miles trip is there. In this 35 miles, that means when x is 35, because x is what representing the mile. So when x is 35, what are the charges? What are the taxi charges? So we just plugged in and we just found the value, and this was the charges that we wanted to find out. Any question in any part?
No.
Okay. Should we go to the next question?
Yeah.
All right. Let me bring it over here. Yeah. So it costs $110 per pound plus basic shipping charges to mail a package. See, in the first line itself, they are telling us something which is related with the finding the equation. So they are saying it costs $110 per pound. $110 per pound plus basic shipping charges. Basic shipping charges. For what? To mail a package. Let me make it a little smaller or shift it a little. Yeah. To mail a package. We just wrote down the first line. That's all. Interpreted the first line and wrote it down. Any question in this?
No.
Next thing it says, a 10-pound package costs $14 to mail. 10-pound package. See, for 1 pound, the cost is $110. For 5 pounds, what will we do? Not the answer, but what will we do?
Oh, 1.10 times 5.
Correct. And for 75 pounds,
1.10 times 75.
correct. And over here, they are saying 10-pound package. So for 10-pound package, what will we do?
1.10 times 10.
Yes. Now let's read it once more. It cost this much per pound plus basic shipping charges to mail a package. So this is cost to mail a package, right? If we want to mail a package, they're clearly saying here, it costs to mail a package this much per pound plus the basic shipping charges, right? It costs for what? To mail a package. What is the costing? This much to this much. Any questions in this?
No.
Okay. So they are saying a 10-pound package. So that means this much money they are spending on one package, which is a 10-pound package. It costs $14 to mail. So that means $14 is the cost of package, right? To mail a package, right?
Yeah.
Plus basic shipping charges. I'm just writing BSC. Now we just need to solve it to check how much is the basic shipping charge. So what can we do to solve it?
1.10 times 10.
How much is that?
11.
Correct. So 14 equal to 11 plus basic shipping charges. So how many are
So
basic?
minus 11.
Yes. So
So
that means
base shipping charges is 3.
correct. So it is like the basic shipping charge is 3. This is what we come to know. That means we know whatever is the cost to mail a package, it depends on 110 or 1.10 per pound plus the $3 are some basic shipping charges they always have to pay, right?
Yeah.
Now let's read the second line. Write an equation in point slope form. Now cost we don't know. Let's consider that's why. 1.10 per pound. That means for every pound. We don't know what is how many pounds it could be. That's variable. Let's say that's X plus 3. So any questions in this?
No.
Now this is a point, not point. This is slope intercept form. We don't want that. We want a point slope form. Just take the 3 to the other side. So y minus 3 is equal to 1.0 times x. We can say this is y minus 3 is equal to 110 x minus 0. Simple. It became a point slope form. So the essence is just make the intercept form, move the intercept to the other side, it will become a point slope form. Any question? Any question till here?
No.
Okay. Then the second part says use your equation to find the cost to mail a 27-pound package. So X was the pound. That means X is 27. What is the cost? What is Y? which is 1.10, 27 minus 0. And how much is the value now? What is the answer coming?
Uh, I got 29.7 on the right.
Yes. Then what is Y?
So 32.7.
$32.7. That's right. Correct. This is what we wanted to find out. So basically, in the whole thing, we can make the equation, which is the slope intercept form. You can convert into the point slope form by just taking this intercept to the y side. That's all. Would you like for me to summarize this question?
Yeah.
Okay. So it costs this much plus this much to mail a package. So we know this, they're talking about some cost of mailing. And what are they talking about? 110 per pound plus basic shipping charges. Directly we wrote 110 per pound basic shipping charges. Now, in the next line they said our 10-pound package costs $14 to mail. So a 10-pound package. Now, we know every pound is costing this much. So 10 pound will be 10 times of this value. So we did 10 pounds of that, and they were saying total cost is $14. So mail to package, mailing a package cost $14. Just plugged in and found the basic shipping charges. Basic shipping charges remains the same because cost is not depending on the basic shipping charges, it depends on per pound. Basic shipping charges are always added to it per pound. So now we never know how much pound would someone want to package, and every pound is costing something. So cost will also be different. So we considered this to be X, we considered this to be Y, and we just replaced the things written over here with X's and Y's, and we got this equation. But we didn't want slope intercept form. We wanted point slope form. So y minus y1. So we took this to the other side to make it as y1. Now we did not have anything with the x. So we made it as x minus 0 because point slope form says y minus y1 is m times x minus x1. So we made it into this form. So our first point is correct, is done in the correct way. Then they are saying use your equation to find the cost to mail a 27-pound package. 27 is a pound. That means X value is 27. So we plugged in this value and just used a calculator to get this answer. So we got the cost to packaging our 27-pound package. That's all we wanted to find out. Any question in any part?
No.
Okay. Now, these were both the questions that we have done. And anything else from your side till now?
No.
Is there something you would like for me to tell again, summarize again, or any point that you think should be reiterated?
Um, no.
All right. Okay, so we're good with this. Okay. Stella is taking a multiple choice test with a total of 20 points available. Each question is worth exactly 2 points. What would be Stella's test score out of 20 if she got two questions wrong what would be her score if she got X questions wrong? Okay. So now we know that she is taking a multiple choice test with a total of 20 points available. So whatever are the marks are going to be out of 20 only. Each question, so total marks, let's write. Total points is equals to 20. Each question is exactly 2 points. So one question is 2 points. What would be Stella's test score out of 20 if she got 2 questions wrong? 2 questions wrong. What is the test score? What do you think? What can we do?
Oh, 20 times 2.
Okay, what do you think? How many questions are there? What are the number of questions there? They are saying total 20 points are there. One question is 2 points. So how many questions are there?
10.
Correct. Total 20 points. One question is 2 points. So 10 questions are in total. That means she, out of those 10, she has got 2 questions wrong. So how many questions are correct?
8.
Yes. So 8 questions are correct. Now, if 8 questions are correct, they are saying one question is 2 points. How much is the 8 questions?
16.
Correct. So score with 2 questions wrong is 16 marks. Now, score with X questions wrong. So test score, we just found, is going to be out of 20. It cannot be more than 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there is one question wrong, we will remove 2 points. If there are 2 questions wrong, then we will remove 2 times 2. 3 questions wrong, then we will remove 2 times 3, right? 6 we will remove. Any questions in this?
No.
And if we remove 4, if her 4 questions are wrong, every question is 2 marks, that means 8 points will be deducted.
Yeah.
And if 5 questions are wrong, 10 marks will be deducted.
Mm-hmm.
So score with wrong question is 20 minus 2 times the number of questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are saying X questions. So can we say this is 2x?
Yeah.
Yeah. So test score is equal to 20 minus 2x. And let's say if test score is y. So y is 20 minus 2x. Can we say this is y minus 20 is equal to minus 2x? Can it be said?
Yeah.
And now can we say this is y minus 20 is equal to minus 2 times x minus 0? Will it be
Yeah.
correct? And this is what is our point slope formulas. Point slope form. Any question in any part?
No.
Okay. Would you like for me to summarize it?
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing in the question, Stella is taking a multiple choice test with a total of 20 scores available. So we just wrote it down what's given. In every question, we just write down what's given. So total points is what is given to us. Each question is worth exactly 2 points. One question is 2 points. Okay. What would be Stella's test score out of 20 if she got 2 questions wrong? So she got 2 questions wrong. What is test score? So number one thing, we didn't even know how many questions were actually there. So we found out that the number of questions, if every question is 2 marks and there are 20 questions available, so there are 20 points available and every question is 2 points. That means there were 10 questions. That's how 10 times 2 is 20. Now correct questions, they are saying 2 were wrong out of the 10. That means 8 are correct. One question is 2 points, so 8 question is 16 points. That means if 2 are wrong, she scored 16 points. Now, they wanted to find out for X questions wrong. Now, for this, we wanted to summarize what is the test score. Now, what will be the test score if there were one question wrong? One question is 2 marks, so 20 minus 2, 18.
8.
Yeah. So if 2 questions are wrong, that means 2 times 2, 4 marks deducted. That means 16 she got. If 3 questions wrong, 1 question is 2 marks, so 3 twos are 6 marks deducted, 14 marks. 4 questions wrong, 4 times 2, 8 marks can be deducted, so 12. And so on, we can go on with multiple questions wrong till the 10th question. We wanted to generalize for X questions. So we know 2 times whatever is the number of question will give us how many marks are remaining. So we use that and we got this equation 20 minus 2x. Now we want to write whatever is given to us in the slope intercept form. So whatever is the constant number, just send it to the other side. That's minus 20 goes there. And we don't know what is the point with x. There was nothing with x. So we just said it is nothing but x minus 0. And this is nothing but y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Point slope form. That's what we wanted. Any question in any part?
No.
Alright. So you can make a note of this and you can just check it out. Then we'll go for the next thing. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.